Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to my let's play of the best Aliens vs Predator game to have ever existed, which is gonna be, of course, Aliens vs Predator 2 from 2001 by Monolith. This game here is very special to me. It's a game that really marked my childhood, and it's pretty much the reason why I ended up becoming such a big Predator and Alien fan. I did watch the original movies as a kid. The original movies are from both series, and I did love them. But after a few weeks, the interest went away, and the interest was brought back to me when I heard about the first Aliens vs Predator movie that was coming out back then. And I really liked the idea when I heard about it through the first AVP movie. I didn't know about the games and the comics back then. I just heard I saw the trailer of the new Aliens vs Predator movie that was coming out. The idea of those two creatures together really interested me, and I ended up getting more into it. But unfortunately, when I went to watch the movie at the theaters, even as a kid, I was left disappointed, just like most of the fans of this series. I just felt like something was missing, It was missing more action, it was missing, I mean, as a kid, I didn't understand much of what was missing, but there was like a lot of the elements that made the original series great from Alien and Predator that when they brought together the crossover movie, it was missing a lot. Like the Alien, the whole sci-fi space thing that made it very gave that claustrophobic atmosphere. The design of the biomechanical design of the aliens was missing in the movie as well. The Predator, the design of the Predators, they went through the kind of like bulky football player looking armor, The Predator was not like, they don't have like more that tribalistic hunt approach that they had in the first movies. It was missing the violence, the gore. So yeah, the AVP movie, despite bringing my interest in and bringing me that Alien AVP was a thing back then, it just didn't really, I did not enjoy it that much, even back then. I was missing a lot of stuff. But because of the movie, I ended up searching more about the AVP stuff, and I ended up finding about that there's games about it, and I ended up getting into this game. I think it was my dad that downloaded this game. Like he saw that I was getting more into Alien vs Predators, Alien and Predator stuff. Like I was looking for games. I wanted to play video games on this, and I ended up finding this game, finding the demo. I ended up downloading, playing, and then we ended up getting the original game. And well, one thing after the other, and I ended up getting to this game. And this game was like exactly all that I wanted for the AVP concept. Like what was missing in the AVP movie. It had like the setting is better. It's not like in Earth, in the middle of nowhere. It's on space, just like in Aliens. This game is like Aliens. The second Alien movies. You have like this place, this colony where there's full of aliens. You have like that claustrophobic environment, the claustrophobic atmosphere, and you just have predators on top of it. It's just like Aliens, the second Alien movies, but with predators on it. That's kind of like a easy way to describe this. And it has a lot of action. It has a lot of interesting characters. It was just like exactly what I was looking for. The design of the Predators is better. And of course, this game came before the AVP movie, which is probably one of the reasons why it's so good, because they decided to take stuff from the original movies instead of the AVP game from 2010. They ended up like trying to be kind of a sequel to the AVP movies instead of the AVP games, which was one of the reasons why I still think this one here is much better than the one that came in 2010. But yeah, this game is amazing. This game, it blew my mind as a kid when I played it. When I played as a Marine, it was like the experience that I wanted. The fear, like you have like predators hunting you, have the aliens swarming you. You have to run from them. It gave me like exactly the kind of experience that I want as a Marine, as a Predator. While I was hunting the humans, the cloaks, the weapons that you have, like in the Alien, where you're just a killing machine, like just killing everything in your way. And you go through the whole life cycle, which is something that only this game came up with, and of course the Spatial Pack as well. But it's like, this game is so unique. It not only it's the best, it did it the best attempt of getting the AVP concept right in any sort of media, be it novels, comics, or other games. This game is the one that did it the best. And it's fun. It's a game. It's a challenging game. It's a very fun game to play. It brought a lot of the weapons, the environments, from the movies, the weapons. It's just great. Alright, so let's get into it. I always start AVP games by the Marine campaign. I just always like to go to the more normal kind of game mode, which is gonna be like the usual first-person shooter, and then I move on for Predator or Alien. Usually I go for Alien first, and then I like to save Predator for last, because Predator is like. I like to save the best for last. Even though like in this game, I think the Marine and Predator are pretty much tied for me. I think they both did such a great job. And the Alien and the campaign is usually my least favorite, because I'm a more of a bigger Predator fan than an Alien fan. Even though I like Aliens a lot. And the Marine campaign, I just like the whole atmosphere of the fear of the feeling that you are alone against like all these creatures, and I think they did it very well. But all the campaigns are just very well done. Not only just gameplay wise, but about the storyline. And it's something that I like. I really was surprised how they did it great in this game as a kid. Was how like they are interconnected. Like there's like this big storyline in this game, and you have 3 point of views. You can see from the point of view of the marine, from this marine specifically, from the point of view of this individual predator and this individual alien. And by when you have like in each campaign, you get more information. Sometimes information about the other one. Like when you play as a marine, you get information about stuff that is going on in the predator campaign, and vice versa. Like as a predator, you end up learning about stuff that is going to happen to marines. And so like you get more information by playing the whole game, by playing the 3 campaigns. You know. Like there is information on the Predator campaign, about the Marine campaign, about the Alien campaign, and it's like this big storyline, and you have like the possibility of from seeing it from 3 points of views, and the campaigns are gonna interconnect. The characters that you play are gonna bump into each other, and that's a really interesting concept. You guys, those of you that have probably seen this game before, notice that some things look different here. Yeah, this game here is a very old game for 2001. So the screen there looks very small, but it's only in the main menu, because this game was not. I'm playing on a full HD, and it was not made to be played in this resolution. It's an old game. They did not like, and I'm playing like the very old game. They didn't release it on Steam or anything, so that's why it looks like this. And also, you guys, people that have played this game, notice that the planet looks different. I'm using mods. I'm using a bunch of character mods for the aliens and predators and marines. The characters are gonna look different. The design, it looks better than the original game. In my opinion, this looks better. And also a whole texture mode overhaul that makes the game looks darker. Like the planet here, in the original it was all like yellow brown. Here it looks gray. Same, the alien here looks different, as you guys can see here. I'm using the Giger skin. I'm gonna be putting all the mods in the description. And this alien here, it's the original aliens in this game. They follow the design from the second Alien movies, but I prefer the first alien design from the first movie, which is gonna be what I'm using here. Here you can see the characters models that are different. The Marine looks different. He has a black armor. The Marine that we're gonna be playing has. The Predators that I'm gonna be using another Predator skin for when I go for Pred, because I did not put it here because in the Marine campaign I don't have to equip it. But there's gonna be a different one. Yeah, the aliens are the ones that look the most different. Like the Predalien is completely black because I didn't like the whole purple thing. And the alien here has the Giger skin. He looks like the one from the first movie. He has more biomechanical details. I like my aliens with a darker tone and with more biomechanical details. I don't like the flashy aliens from the later Alien movies, which is the reason why I decided to get those mods and try to make them look dark and more biomechanical. For the Predators, I'm only gonna be using a skin for the main Predator class, which is because they keep mentioning in the main campaign about how different this Predator is. But in the game, he just looks like the average Predator that you always bump. You know, they just use the average, the default character model. So when I play as Predator, I'm gonna be using another look to it, for the main character Predator that you play, because they talk about how unique his armor and his mask is. And I just don't see anything different here on this one. So I usually, last times I played as the Predator campaign, I used a different look to it, a different skin that I found online. For the Alien, again, I'm using the Giger skin that they call it, which is based on the first Alien movie. And Marine here is gonna be looking with this black armor for the first mission, as well he has his Marine outfit. So let's get into it. The first level, Unwelcome Guests. I'm gonna be playing on hard. Last time I played this game, and even I have the whole playthrough in my channel, I played on hardcore. I'm not gonna be playing hardcore this time because every time you die on hardcore, you have to restart whole level. It's very punishing. I just play without, like, you have a few checkpoints between sections in a level, but some levels don't have sections, so you end up having to restart everything if you die. And I just don't want to risk it. I just want to play more chill. So, but for those of you that want to see me play on hardcore, I have the whole game on hardcore on my channel, so you guys can check that. But I'm gonna be playing on hard. The Marine campaign, I would say it's like a step up from the first Aliens movies. It starts very similar. You have like this Marine battalion, or this Marine squad that is on a big ass ship. In Aliens you have the Sulaco. In this one you have the Verloc, which is a very similar ship. And they are going to a planet in which they lost contact with the team that was studying the aliens there. I mean, in Aliens, they are not aware yet of the aliens in the planet. There's a colony that lost all communications. Here it's similar. They also lost communication on the place where you are going, but the Marines now, they are aware of the aliens' existence. It's a place, the outpost that you're gonna be investigating. It's a place where the scientists and the Weyland-Yutani was studying aliens. So it's a known thing now in the universe. This game is set like 50 years after the events of aliens, so the knowledge about the aliens is all spread out through the universe about the human civilization, I believe. Whatever, all the planets know about the alien threat. So the Marines here are prepared. They're prepared that they know, oh, this place, this outpost that was studying aliens has lost connection, so the aliens probably overrun it. So they're going prepared. This time the Marines, in the Aliens movie, they are not prepared to face aliens, but this time the Marines are prepared to face aliens. So let's get it started. And here's the big ship. It is inspired by the Sulaco, like I mentioned. And here, at the start of each section, each level, we have the date, the time, the incident there. They refer to the incident which the primary operation complex lost communications, which is 6 weeks after. So the place where we're going, the primary operation complex, it lost connection 6 weeks ago, and the Marines only managed to get up here now.
Everybody's waiting on
Yeah,
you.
here we have our
Heck,
Marines.
your gear for
We're
you.
gonna be playing as T1 here in
I'll remember
the.
who's asked to pull out of the fire first.
How do we call this thing? I forgot it.
Duke, we have an operation to run here. Quit flirting and get
The
back
power
to work.
loader. The power loader. Yeah, we're gonna be playing as T1 in the power loader, which his nickname is
Commander on the
Frosty.
deck?
Gather round and
So
listen
we have like
up.
this little cutscene just with
6
an
weeks ago,
introduction
the Weyland-Yutani
about for
Corporation
Marine
lost
Squad.
contact with a research
There we go.
facility on LV-1201. We're here to find out why. Duke, what are we
We
looking
have like a
at?
debriefing
suicide
section,
mission.
just explaining
Hell,
the
we're still
situation we're
short
gonna be
8
up to.
soldiers and our synthetic after that last drop.
So they just
Half
finished a
our
mission and
equipment's
they're
out
gonna
of
be going to another
There's
one
time
in the planet
pressure involved, and we want the
LV-1201.
distance lottery. Skip the commentary and tell us what we're dealing with.
The basic layout is 2 heavily fortified installations, primary operations complex and forward observation pods. The sites are connected by a secure tunnel network.
Duke might seem
Johnson,
like a
flight
dumbass,
plan.
but he's actually smart.
Not much to work with, sir.
I vote for an airstrike, sir.
Negative. The higher-ups want the site intact, survivors or not. We're cleared for light and medium munitions, but no heavy stuff. That means no airstrikes
Alice
and
is
no
this
Alice.
power loader
Sorry,
with
Harrison.
We're
guns,
supposed to evac survivors?
which we're gonna be using the
Our
last
orders are
mission,
to put
which is
out
very
fires,
OP.
then dig in and wait for the
And our
6th.
character is
Assuming
the
we last that
specialist
long.
in
Beta
driving that
section
thing.
will remain here until the ground position is secure.
All right, boys, let's roll.
So just like in Aliens, they're gonna be going out in dropships. Here we have. Here also the same thing at the left side of the screen. The information about the time that we're in right now. We're getting to the POC,
Hold on, boys.
which is how it's called, the primary operation complex. Which, like Dirk mentioned, there's 2 installations: the pods and the POC. The pods is where more the experimentation thing happens with the aliens that are being studied, and the POC just like a base for communications between the pods and other planets, other installations, and the other planets, you know. And the POC lost connection 6 weeks ago. We're gonna find out about why they lost connection in the Alien campaign, which happened 6 weeks ago. And the alien that we play is gonna be participating in the events that are gonna be causing the fall of the POC and the loss of connection. So our dropship kind of got
where
fucked.
the hell did you learn to fly?
Flight school, the same place that taught me not to fly blind in
So we
hurricane
improvise.
What'll it take to get airborne?
winds. A landing beacon and wind shear data for a start. Plus the ship's a little beat up. Stabilizer's jammed. I can fix it, but it'll take me an hour or so. The antenna's fried though.
So much for calling down reinforcements.
Already,
Once we
you guys
control the
barely got
complex,
to the planet.
Control an entire subspace array. Hall, red team, get the power online. White team, locate security control. Blackwell, you take Shugi and Harrison and make for the landing bay. We need that wind shear radar up and the landing site clear and powered. Once you've done that, activate the beacon.
You heard the man. Move it.
Yeah, how there the black woman is the lieutenant. She's the one in command of one of the squads. Welcome to hard difficulty. Here your enemies are stronger and more deadly than on easy or normal difficulty. You must also work without training messages. Oh shit, I'm too slow in reading. So yeah, here we start. We're with 2 other Marines here, but we're gonna be separated from them very soon. Yeah, they are proceeding very carefully because there could be aliens nearby, right? Come on, don't be so scared. I'm not scared. Are you guys coming or not? Oh, in the start of each mission, we have this little test log here. I think they got bugged. Come on, guys. Ah, okay. I don't need you guys anyway. which this one here, it's this test log that you can see at the start of each section, each level. It's about a debriefing that happened after the events of this campaign. So we're like, with this like information that's like being done when the debriefing takes an appendix G. Major McCann. Major McCann is the old guy that was giving us order before, the leader of this Marine squad. This is part of his debriefing after the end ends, you know, while all the things are happening. He's telling us like information about how the whole operation went. Hard landing, dropship has sustained minor damage, contact loss with dropship 2 and white thing. We need the landing beacons online at the northern landing before I will feel safe enough to order Johnston's airborne again. That means while Halstein is headed to restore the power core, Blackwell boys will make for the landing. There is just 3 of them, but Harrison's been lucky for me in the past. They call him Frosty for a reason. Cool under pressure, that's me. So Halstein is the one, the black woman that we met before, and Duke, the guy that was trying to talk funny to our main character here. They're gonna go to another way, and we're gonna be going, me and just 2 guys, which is the Blackwells boys, are gonna be trying to make for the landing so we can have the dropship or land on the planet. Oh, I threw a flare. That was my mistake. So Frosty is not only the expert in driving the Alice, which is that power loader with guns, but also he's the hacking expert of the team, I believe. Which is why you have this here. We're gonna hack into this. You're gonna be hacking. Oh, now you guys come.
Scout ahead.
You guys need me to open the door, otherwise you guys just stay behind like pussies. Just scared. This guy's scared of aliens. I'm not scared of aliens. Oh yeah, our mission here: locate the primary operation complex and do not kill the Marines. Yeah, you can literally fail the mission by starting shooting these guys.
Get to work, soldier.
I'm getting there.
We'll secure this area.
There is no area to secure it. There's nothing here. Oh, there's a flying little insect bug thing. Yeah, there's this planet here is full of aliens, as you guys are gonna be noticing from now on. But it has also some native life forms that are being just native life forms, native other alien species, you know. But of course, there's the usual aliens from the alien with like this xenomorph thing that have been spread around the planet, but they are not native to the planet, as you're gonna be find out later. So as we go here to investigate, or just us, we're like the bait here for anything that might come out. Oh no! Why? And now we are separated. Now we are alone. And apparently I lost communication because I cannot tell them what's happening to me. What the hell happened? Yeah, something fell down. A bunch of rocks just fell down. That sucks. I'm alone now. And that's like, oh, in this game, it takes a little bit of a while for the action to start. It's just like the Aliens movies, like I was saying. This game starts very similar to the Alien movies. Like, it takes a long while. You walk into the darkness. You don't see anyone. Like, there are no bodies. Everybody's left. Right? That was what to be expected from Aliens. But actually, there are a few survivors here. And in this time, we're gonna be bumping into Predators. Yeah. The Predator in the first sections, the Marines would be like expecting aliens to be here, right? You would be expecting to see like no bodies at all because all the humans have been captured. They all have been captured and have been placed to a hive where you would be see people that are like cooked, you know, in cocoons, whatever. But the Marines bump right to the Predators right away because it's not just the aliens. See? And we have skinned bodies. And like, in the same way that in the Aliens movie, the Marines are surprised by the presence of the aliens, they don't know how to deal with that. In this situation, the Marines are gonna be surprised by the presence of the Predators, because while the knowledge about the aliens is like a common knowledge by now, the Predators is not the same case for the Predators. Yeah, and they're like, what? The aliens didn't do this? What is happening here? Yeah, we have a lot of these little test logs, which we're gonna be finding information about how things were here, like about information about things that are happening in the situation, about the other characters, other people that are involved here. Here is just a message from Xavier. The lockbox code was whatever before the POC was overrun. Thanks Blaney for the codes. Then get the guns and get back here. We have made it so far. So whatever stripping this sensor is now powerful. Just another set of walls, man. We're nearly out. A few more days and it's rescue time. Got it? Xavier. So the thing that happens here on the POC said like when things they are like isolated, the aliens broke out here, the pods could not help get to them on time, and their only option, one of the only options was to release some of the prisoners, because they have like prisoners, they have a shipping of prisoners that like in the future when you commit crimes in this setting, you could like go to a planet or go to other colony to work, you know, as like a slave. So they have like a bunch of prisoners that could help. So they end up releasing those prisoners to help with the situation of to fight against the aliens and predators that are here. But the prisoners end up like backstabbing the security. And we're gonna be finding out. Oh, there are some of the remaining prisoners. Oh, and the predators are killing them. The predators are here just fucking with us. Like there's no engagement here. It's just like the predators they just saw someone new arrive, and they just try to fuck with you, you know. They're just playing with you, and you think that they're gonna be attacking you, but so far no. Here is like a plan for that the prisoners that survived so far during the 6 weeks were trying to get. They're gonna be trying to get a extra truck to maybe to escape to get more weapons. Because for the 6 weeks, these people here have been isolated in this area, trying just to survive against aliens. And just as things started to they lost connection, more and more predators has started to arrive on this planet to hunt. So it was like just overload of. They already had to deal with the aliens in this planet. Oh, the planet is up. The planet is up there, and he's shooting plasma. Not only they had to deal with a bunch of aliens that are already like all across the planet, but they have to deal with a bunch of predators that have started to hunt in this area. Tunnel access gate 1, primary operation complex. Yeah, we have to go to the primary operation complex, so we're going to the right. Whoa! The predator just dropped it, like a body. It's just like taunting me, you know. He just try to scare me. They're just killing the remaining survivors of this place, and they probably saw the marine ship arriving, you know, the drop ship. They probably and now he's throwing a truck at me. And that's how the game starts. It's just the game is scaring you. It starts not by having much action. It tries to build up the tension, you know, just like the Alien movie does. It takes a while for the the creatures to actually appear and engage with you, for the action to start. You just try to be very suspense at the start.
Security systems are offline. We're picking up some scattered energy sources, probably emergency backups.
Yeah, this place is dead.
On the emergency channel, sir.
Now it is for sure. There are just a few survivors, but the predator is just cleaning it up.
All right, we're airborne. Harrison, I hope to God you're still
Yeah, I'm hearing you guys. I'm getting into it. Main landing facility, POC, population 1004. Well, not anymore, because everybody dead. But this is like aliens in a bigger scale. It has it's just like not only you have like this colony. It's kind of, you can call it almost like a colony. The POC has a much larger population than Headless Hope in the alien movies, and it has been established in regards to studying it for a longer time. They managed to, I think, they started to colonize this planet in 2021. This game is in 2031. So they almost managed to pull like a full decade on this planet to be doing research. I think the pods were established like maybe 5 years, 6 years before the events of this game. So they managed to do it for quite a while to survive here on this planet, but things end up backfiring. And you guys are gonna be finding out why more as we go to the missions. There are more skinny bodies. The predator has been here. The predator has started hunting in this planet. And we're also in the expansion pack of this game, which is a prequel, we're gonna be finding out why the predator had decided to hunt in this planet again, because they had not been hunting for like hundreds of years, but they just as soon as just a few years after the humans ended up settling in this planet, the predators went back to hunt here. Gate closed at 15 to sundown. You're not inside. You're on your own. That's guards and comms. Yeah, the comms are the convicts, like I mentioned. Like there's a bunch of convict labor that is part of this facility, and when the situation went down, the guards and the convicts had to work together to survive, but eventually they ended up like backstabbing each other. We're gonna be finding more information with the test logs, which is a really interesting thing about this game. The test logs give you a lot of information about background stuff, about lore stuff, a lot of world building stuff, which I find it very interesting, because sometimes through the cutscenes, through the gameplay, you cannot get enough information about the context of what is happening. And with the test logs, they allow you to do that. It's a way to build lore, to build more world building, to give more information about the things that are happening in the storyline without much effort. It's just a text log. You just have to make a little test. Yeah. So we just press to the first section. Here we have another information about what was going to Major McCain log while this was happening. Let me just hear what they are saying. Don't worry, the landing bay is right here. I just need to get back in line.
We have to assume you won't make it.
You have no faith in me? Damn it. Situation bad, getting worse. Blackwell team was stripped by some sort of booby trap. Harrison was inside, that's me. But I think he's alive. His AAV feeds are down, but his life signs are still coming through. I'm not dead, dumbass. I'm hoping he can still hear me through on the radio. Yes, I can. Bottom line is we're cut off from the landing now. Now it's up to him to get the beacon up and wave us home. He better hurry up too. We're getting ghost readings on the motion trackers. That's the Predator. Something's out there, and I think it's hunting us. Yeah, it's definitely the Predator. So my mission here is to power up the auxiliary generator. I told him he's from Joss Blaine. He was the one that was like taking care, like in charge of the POC after the previous commander died. Just this is a date from last year. This game right now. This mission is set at January 6th from 2231. So this is like from last year, over a month ago. I told myself I did stick to Rex, but the chaos got in the way. What's to say anyway? The POC is dead. Don't blame the commander too much. Nothing in the outflow should have caused that kind of explosion. Anyway, he died trying to fix it, and bought us time to evacuate the lower crew quarters. A lot of us went down with him though. With just the handful of security I've got left, it'll be tough to hold both the landing base until Rykov shows. He's like expecting help from the pods. Rykov is the security commander of the pods, or of the whole city, and he stays at the pods. So they're hoping, like, they're probably hoping for the pods to give them rescue, but that did not happen. So here we have a landing pad. No, it's not here. Wait, I think it's the next area, or is it here where the ship is gonna arrive? It's gonna be close here. Yeah, to the ladder. Oh, I fell. Ah, okay. No damage, so it's fine. Oh, I'm almost out of energy for my little flashlight. There's these little bugs here. They are harmless though. Check the generator thoroughly for gas and oil. If we lose the generator, we lose power to the rest of our sentry guns. Once your sentry is good, initial on the list below and include the date and time. If you miss your rotation, go to half rations. We have to be disciplined. Since Rykov and Eisenberg haven't sent any help, we must assume they are in worse straits than us. There's gotta be a reason why they haven't sent help, because they are assholes and they don't care. Yeah, we're gonna meet Rykov and Eisenberg more to the Alien and Predator campaigns. They are the antagonists. Rykov is the antagonist of the Predator campaign. Eisenberg is the antagonist of the Alien campaign. And in the Marine campaign, you just want to survive between the whole shitstorm that is happening in this planet. Like the really bad guys here are not aliens and predators. The bad guys are T-Well and Dutani, Rykov and Eisenberg, just the whole corporate thing. And your individual Marine, Predator, and Alien individual, you know, that you play as, is just trying to survive and just in the amid the situation, just do its best, you know. It's not like a fight against for each species that want to exterminate each other. It's more just a fight for survival, you know, and just against certain individuals that are just bad people. Okay, now we have to activate the beacon. Oh, that blew up.
Major, looks like the generator has been reset. Landing bay. That's gotta be
Of course it's me, dumbass. Oh, that's an alien. Just a little attempt of a jump scare in this game, but we're not gonna be seeing action yet. No, they are gonna wait a little while. The aliens are not waking up yet, but the predators have left. The predator has left me alone. Maybe they thought just because I was one guy alone, I was not like, they just didn't feel like fighting me yet. They're just like this. I think the predator just tried to. It's like in the first Predator movie, the predators don't attack Dutch team right away. They try to just see, you know, the Marines. They probably saw the Marines arriving, so they're just looking through them, trying to see what kind of soldiers they are, just investigating, scanning them, that kind of stuff. Yeah, everything is just destroyed. Not many people left. Most people have been captured by the aliens to be used as hosts. Yeah, the security alarm has already been pressed. Oh, there's the few survivors. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, I think this is bugged. I should be able to use this elevator. Oh no! Maybe it's a bug in the game, into the version that I'm seeing, that I have right now. Let me try to restart. Oh, I just realized that I didn't save the game at all. I should have done this before.
We're at the power core.
How's it look?
Damn it.
Okay. Duke is restarting the system.
Looks like the whole system was shut off. So once the main grid is online, we'll still have to reset the local relays to get the lights back
It
on
was a
in
bit
each
fast.
sector. When you finish there, find the landing bay and get the systems online so we can land this bird.
What about Harrison?
We have to assume he won't make it.
What? It didn't go? I pressed it. Weird. Oh, yeah, it goes over here. And speaking of saving, yeah. Okay, if it happens again, I already have an idea of what to do to solve this situation. But there's movement that way. What could it be? What do we have here? 8 meters, 7 meters, 6 meters, 5, 4, 3, 2. Spooky. Oh, is it this thing that is moving? God damn it. That's bait. How could I be fooled by something like that? The aliens are still sleeping, they're just taking a little nap, but they're gonna be waking up in the next section. Restricted area, authorizer personnel only, no exceptions. Well, someone clearly did not care about that and just broke through the door. God damn it! This fucking elevator is bugged. I don't know why. I had problems running this game before. Like, it started working again. For the last months, I could not play this game. Every time I launched the game, there was just a black screen. And now it's working. I don't know why. It just went back to working. And the elevator is right there. I should be able to call with this, but it's not possible. So we are gonna improvise by shitting at the game. People say that I shit at Predator Hunting Grounds. I don't. I mean, not what to like actual hacks and shits, you know. Like, no. But in this game, I will. There we go. We just have to shit our way to be able to just bypass this little situation here. Yeah, this game has shits, and I mean, it's fucking for single player. Nobody really cares. People are gonna call me a shitter in this game, and they actually can. Auditor's report appended notes. The auditor referred that it has done this report. We're gonna meet in the alien campaign. It also makes appearance on the Primal Hunt campaign. I believe it's the one that is sent to this area, to the primary operation complex, to the pods, to evaluate Dr. Eisenberg's progress over the situation here, because like Weyland Yutani is the one that like sponsored this whole operation in this plant, and they have Dr. Eisenberg in charge, but Dr. Eisenberg is not doing as well as they were expecting, so they sent an auditor to just evaluate and talk to him. After the events of the expansion pack, which I will be playing later on, I had a heated conversation with Dr. Eisenberg today, which is, like I mentioned, it's the antagonist of the Alien campaign. The guy that is charged here, while Rykov is the one that is the antagonist of the Predator campaign, and he's the one in charge of security here. He's an arrogant one. Yeah, he is. You guys are gonna meet that guy. He's quite the guy. His family is powerful. The founders of modern synthetics hold great sway on the Weyland Yutani board. Still, he's overestimating his protection. His father's foray into medical applications left investors cold, dubious profit and dubious technology. Yes, he had successes in printing neural patterns onto synthetic adaptive networks, but the costs are insane. A handful might afford such operations. And there are rumors of facility loss, emotional alteration, and instability. Of course, given that his subjects are generally terminal beforehand, who's to say it's the procedure? So what he's talking here about Dr. Eisenberg's father being someone that can like do some kind of like alterations to people with the cybernetic advancements, like trying to give like people to have you guys, this is gonna be relate to what we're gonna meet more about Eisenberg. This is like a foreshadowing about the situation, about like an extra hidden information that's gonna fit in with something that we're gonna be learning later on. That the game, I'm sorry if I just talk so much in this game. It's just that there's so much to talk. I just like this game so much, and I just want to talk more about it. This game leaves us so much little clues, so much little information thrown out in these little notes, and when you learn more about the storyline, they start to fit together into something greater, you know. It's just like it's like a domino effect. Like you learn about this little information here, other little information there, and they fit together, and you're like, oh, so that's what it meant. You just have these little clues to things that are gonna be like a big twist later on into the storylines of this game. It's amazing. I mean, the storyline in this game is just very interesting. It's very complex. All this little information. It's very creative what they did here, and how the type of storytelling that they decide to give us in this game through these notes. So they're talking about how his father has a lot to do with synthetics advancements, and even on people, like not just creating synthetics out of nothing, but also doing like that on actually human beings. Here is just more reports about the people that are blaming it. The guy, the security guard that was in charge of this installation after the commander died. Since Brown Miller and Thibodeau, I don't know how that's pronounced, but okay, have vanished, everyone else will have to pull double shifts. When you are the transmitter, stay alert to regular patterns. Anything other than static, we have to let the pods know that we are still alive. They have to come for us. Yeah, they didn't come. Sorry, Blaney. But they did seem like a cool guy. Here is like more just the schematics of the place. I really like these notes. Not only the notes about all the hidden information, but also the notes about Blaney and the other guys, so we could see like what these people are going through, how the life was in this location, how life is like in the future in like a colony, in like an outpost, in another planet. It's really interesting. Think about this.
There's a beacon.
Yep.
All right.
You're welcome. Really, I am the most useful Marine of this squad. There is no doubt in my mind of that. So now the dropship can drop here. Yay. Yeah, the Marines are coming. It's like it's stuck up here. This is weird. I never saw this happen before. I played this game for... first time I played this game was after I watched the first AVP movie, 2005 or 6, so I've been playing this game for almost 15 years? Damn it, that's a lot of time. And I never saw this happen, at least I don't remember. So we're gonna shit our way down. What do we have here? Is there anything? Maybe there could have like a hidden note here. Something that I tell about this game is that you can always find a new hidden note. Like I remember like when I first played the game, I was a kid, I didn't understand English. But when I started to understand English and I learned, I started reading the notes in this game, was when I really started noticing how good it was. Like I started to like the game more. I mean, at first as a kid, I only liked this game for the gameplay. But then as I started to just learn more about the notes, learn about the story, about what was actually happening to story here, because as a kid I didn't speak English, like I was just a kid in Brazil that only speak Portuguese, so I didn't understand what was happening. I just wanted to shoot, just for the gameplay. But as I learned more, I just really fell in love with this game. What's up, old fuck?
Good work, Marine.
Yeah,
Harrison,
that was some
find
good
the
work.
nearest security office and restore the defense grid for the bay.
And of course he sends me to do this alone.
This dropship is our lifeline. Don't let anything get near it.
But he
I
does have an
understood.
excuse for that,
Yes, sir.
which is gonna be explaining in his next report. Locate the security station and activate automatic defense. It's gonna be like these sentry guns that we're covering this area.
You have your orders, Marine.
Yeah, I know, but I'm not really in a hurry.
Find that security station, Harrison.
People just tell me what to do. I'm just a pawn in a big game.
Get to work, soldier.
I'm getting it there. I'm just taking my time to admire how good this game looks currently on my current PC with this monitor and with the improved graphics mod. I really like the design of this game. Like, the graphics might not be the best. I just like the design because the design took a lot from the Aliens movies. The Predator designs are really cool. So even though the AVP 2010 looks better in the graphics, I just prefer like to see this game because I just enjoy the designs of everything much better. And here the Marine campaign, like you can see a little bit of the same Aliens design that the same design that we saw from the structures in the colony in Aliens and Hadley's Hope, a little bit from here. I just really like this, man. I just like this cold claustrophobic look that was gonna we just feel lonely here in LV 1201. It just like everything just feels like a dead rock in this section here, because the Predator sections are more green. It has more of the forest. This planet here has a lot of different fauna, you know. But here at the Marine campaign is more of a gray claustrophobic look that they try to give us here. Just a sense of loneliness, just like we had in Aliens, you know. Just feel alone in space. On to this next section.